Oh, well, I'm back outside and back at the scene of the crime, if you want to call it that. Look at this. These are parts of the exploded grinding disc that impacted me. What was mad is following on from, the main wound. Yeah. I then found that there's a gouge in the side of this phone case, which is mad because it literally just got the case, didn't get anything else. And excuse me for being indelicate, but I do have a small scar on my willy. So I got a really, really, really lucky escape. So that's what I'm calling it. I wasn't unlucky for it to have happened. I'm lucky that I didn't hurt myself anymore. Yeah, had my checkup, and she didn't even change the dressing. She was just like, put another kind of plaster over the top of it, but the dressing underneath stayed the same. She says I've got to keep it dry for a fortnight. So what I did this morning was I trimmed my hair because it's always my hair that gets minging before any of the rest of me. Well, I mean, my wife might dispute that, but and then so I was just kind of straddling the shower door. I was like, that leg out, that leg in, and then washing my hair. It was a whole thing. But anyway, I managed to get clean, moving without any pain, and I'm back to it. So what I've just been doing is, oh yeah, this is the piece that I cut. So I did actually cut all the way through it before my grinder destroyed me. So that piece, so this is basically a sleeve. The connector as was is in the middle, and that's just covering the whole thing. And then what I need to do is put it together with the other piece over there, and then it should just go straight back up. But what I've been doing before I do that, if you can see, is, sorry, angling the camera is always a pain. So I've just been touching up the paintwork all around the top. I've got Hammerite, love Hammerite because loads of colours, metal paint, straight to rust. You can just go, obviously, I gave it a little bit of a clean first. I've got wire brush and screwdriver, just any like bubbling or things like that you do want to get off, even so. But it just means that any surface rust that was happening isn't going to kind of bed in. So it was good to do while I had the opportunity. So that's all done now. I've done every corner and, well, any bits that kind of needed it. And then I'm going to be hopefully putting that bar up tomorrow. Or maybe the day after, we'll see what the weather's doing. And then these are some different tarps. Well, they're some actual tarps, I should say. So what I had before that collected the snow was basically a set of sunshades. So the sunshades are all fine. Amazing. The sunshades were stronger than the actual metal bars. So they're good. And what I'm going to do is probably put them to use at the midden. So what I'm thinking is actually using them, like creating some, in fact, similar to this, creating some timber frames along one wall, and then actually having the sails kind of cover them. So I mean that's going to be a warmer day's job. I'm quite looking forward to that though. I'm really quite looking forward to just being able to just be down there and be doing my things and either getting on with bikes or getting on with renovation tasks when I'm there. I just need to kind of get to that point where I've got a functional bathroom and things like that and power. So we're not far off. It's just it still feels very far off in my head. But when it's done, it's done. And I felt exactly the same about this house. You know, the first 6 months living in this house, I was just building and making and changing and doing stuff every single day. And it was knackering. Nina, like I didn't feel like I was working that hard. I just felt like I was doing what had to be done. But Nina's told me from several people that they just kind of saw me constantly working, constantly doing shit. Like, they just couldn't believe that the work was done, you know, to the extent it was, from effectively, well, I'm not going to say a building site. It wasn't even a building site. It was just a really, really poor state of repair. So we've done all that. I mean, when I first moved here, this fence didn't exist. That was not grass. That was all completely crappy, rotten timber. Let's have a look. That gate, whoop, that gate didn't exist. You know, solar panels were not on the roof. This gate wasn't here. Like, I can change a million and one things over time. I don't know why I've got the yips about it. I've got no good reason for having yips. I mean, I can go anywhere and see large projects I've undertaken. The deck 3 years back, the pond our first summer. So, yeah. Sorry, maybe I'm overstating the point, but I'm just kind of trying to convince myself that all of this is doable and the yips aren't important. Oh, I'll tell you something fun. I should have said this earlier in the video. Have a look at my injury. Now, I'm saying this now despite just looking at the screen, but I've been getting some video editing tuition from my eldest. I'm now at the point where children are teaching me how to use technology. So I'm going to start like actually putting clips and trying to do a bit of video production. Not loads and loads, because I think the freeform style of it is, I think that's what it needs to be. I want this to be a, you know, warts and all just channel. But yeah, I'm going to start putting little clips, images, things just to give a little more context to what I'm doing. But also, so today is day 99. Tomorrow is day 100, and there will be new stuff to show you in terms of video production. Don't get don't get too excited, but you know, I might have something new to show you. So for now, I shall see you tomorrow.